Are you wanting a connection with the divine, God, source, spirit, whatever you want to call it? Being able to receive downloads and guidance, divine inspiration, being in tune with spirit's directions, and even being aligned with the wisdom of your higher self and your intuition. This divine connection is possible and totally available to you, but it's likely being blocked by this: a distrust in God, in life, and also in yourself. When we go through life, especially at a young age, and we experience pain and sorrow, disappointment and betrayal, this tampers with our capacity to trust. A personal example: my mom died at 14. She was my favorite person in the world, my rock. And one day she was just swiped, taken away from me. That experience alone completely severed my connection with God, spirit, the divine. I thought, for an entity that loves me so much, God, the divine source, loving us so much, but then being able to hurt us so deeply, how can I trust that? My mind deemed God, the divine, untrustworthy, shutting off ties and closing off connection. And that severing of connection, it closes off communication. It closes off guidance, divine inspiration. It blocks that channel. Let me go back. That channel, your crown chakra, where you connect with the divine, it blocks it off. When you distrust and you create fear around trusting something. And even if we do receive guidance or inspiration, we're likely not to trust it, right? Because we've unconsciously blocked off trust, connection, communication. Now, if healing this connection with the divine is something that interests you, I'll tell you this: it all begins with awareness. So firstly, being aware that you are blocked, you are blocking off connection from God, source, the divine. And with being aware of that, also being aware of the experiences that led you to distrusting in the first place. So I would encourage you to reflect on your past and pinpointing certain memories, certain experiences that severed that connection for you, that blocked off that connection, that communication with the divine. Because going back and pinpointing different memories, that can give us more perspective, more awareness as to why we're blocked off in the first place. Now, what helps me put things into perspective when I reflect on my past is understanding that everything that happened was meant to be. I know that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. That is a hard one to swallow. But every single thing, every single experience, every single event was a part of the divine plan. I needed those experiences, those losses, to shift me into becoming who I'm meant to be in this life. Once again, hard pill to swallow. Especially when we go back to really traumatic experiences, very painful experiences. They shape us into being who we are. And I mean, they do not call it Earth School for nothing. Earth School is hard as F. It ain't an easy rodeo on this planet. We're here to transform and to learn and to grow and expand, and that is uncomfortable and painful, and it's also beautiful. And so expanding our perspective and seeing things from a bigger picture, that can help detach from that victim mentality that we often go into when things happen to us. And so when we detach from the victim mentality and we begin to see the broader picture of why certain things happened, that creates space for more love and acceptance to grow, which is very important and needed in this healing of connection, love and acceptance. And another important factor in this healing journey is forgiveness. Forgiveness is crucial. There can be no healing without forgiveness. Extending forgiveness to ourselves, to others, to God, to the divine. And forgiveness is not a one and done, one-time deal. Okay, I forgive you, we're done. No, forgiveness comes in waves. And so you can forgive a situation and still be triggered about the same situation that you forgave a month from now. And so forgiveness, like healing, it comes in waves. And so every time you feel triggered, every time you feel like you want to close off and be in fear and push things away, push people away, push God away, the divine, whatever. All of those instances are opportunities for you to dive in deeper and lean into more trust, lean into more forgiveness, lean into more love and acceptance. Once again, another hard pill to swallow. Because sometimes it ain't easy, especially when you're in the feelings. The first thing is not, you don't want to forgive. The first thing is not, you want to love on something that hurt you or an experience that hurt you, you know? So it takes time, it takes waves. And the last tip I'll give to you for healing this connection with the divine is verbally communicating with God, spirit, source. Like any relationship, it's a two-way street. And both people, both entities have to put in effort, energy, time, love, and care for a relationship to be nurtured and to grow. And that is no different with our relationship with the divine. There needs to be effort on both ends for the connection to be nurtured and grow. And God, spirit, source, that entity is always giving effort. It's always providing effort into our connection. And often we're not receptive to it because of the distrust or fear. We've blocked off the connection. And the divine is always there. It's always putting an effort, trying to, make this relationship work. But us humans being blocked off due to fear, distrust, trauma, whatever, that hinders the connection building. And so we have to personally put in the effort. Take down the blocks. Take down the blocks that we've built up all of our lives. Take them down one by one and literally just create space for energy to flow in that connection. And so you can start by just being in a room by yourself saying, hey God, what's up, spirit? How's it going? How's it going? Have fun with it. Have fun, be playful. God is playful. God enjoys humor. I feel like religion has just completely destroyed our connotation of what God is or who God is. We think it has to be this crazy religious, like ceremonial thing where we have to have candles lit or we have to be on our knees and pray for God to hear us. It's not that serious. We can literally just sit on the couch by ourselves and just talk. And that is essentially praying. It's just having a conversation with God, universe, source. And so I invite you to just play around with it. Befriend God, befriend the divine. And you'll likely not receive any immediate results, after conversing, because God doesn't speak to us in a traditional sense where you can hear, words coming at you. But over time, if you continue to put in effort every day, even if it's 5 minutes, 2 minutes a day, just being like, hey, God, I'm aware you're there. And you can even talk to God, expressing all of your fears and all of the reasons why you don't trust in the divine. And you can be straight up, like, God, honestly, like, that screwed me up for a lot of my life, that experience. And like, I don't know why it happened and like, whatever, and blah, blah. And, I had a lot of anger towards you for much of my life, many years. And like, you can talk like that, I'm giving you permission. If you needed permission to have a normal conversation with God, with the divine, there's your permission slip. And give yourself like 2 weeks of being consistent with God, with the divine. And soon enough, you'll feel this lightness, this very subtle deepening of connection, where you might receive a download or receive some kind of intuitive nudge or receive a direction to do a certain thing, and like it just clicks and you have more trust in that guidance, in that direction. And you'll notice that very like slowly and subtly, that connection will begin to deepen and grow. Your crown chakra will awaken. Can you see me? Your crown chakra will awaken, and it'll just feel feel a lot less convoluted in that connection pipe. And before you know it, you'll be receiving inspiration and guidance with ease and with trust. If you found this video to be beneficial for you in your healing journey, give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe, of course, for more content as such. And as always, I'm sending you all love and light.